All right, welcome to another episode of Hooked on Fishing with your host, Kaptain Krunch. We're down here on the upper Rappahannock River, one of my favorite spots to wade fish for smallmouth bass. River's a little high, we've had a lot of rain, but it's not too muddy. And it's my birthday, and it's Earth Day. So you couldn't ask for anything more. Beautiful weather, beautiful water, and me. Now, let's see if we can have magic like we did last summer. Last summer wading here was magical. So many fish, so many memories with family. This season, we're hoping we can still have some of that magic. It's early, it's not summer, water's high, so it's hard to say what we're going to see, what we're going to do, but we're out here and we're trying to get after it. We're going to get after it, and we're going to get wet, because today we've got our waders on. So we're going to see. We're going to learn today. So far we just learned that we can catch other people's lines. It's time to truly get after it. We'll be back. And we're back. Can't ask for better scenery or better weather, although it could be a tad warmer. Moreover, the water could be warmer. Warmer water would allow me to wade in my shorts with or without the waders. But you know, we see what we can do today. We're going to try not to drown, because we are breaking safety protocols by wading alone in waders. That is not something that's ever recommended to do, because if you go down, you could be swept away. Now, I've been wading off and on for years. I tend to be fairly safe. I plan to be extra safe, but you still never know. We're going to be careful. We're going to do our thing, and hopefully we'll be rewarded for our efforts. But you just never know. We will see. Right now, we're throwing a little Strike King 4-inch swim bait on like a 1/10 ounce jig head. We've cut down about 1 inch of it. It's just a little ball head jig, nothing too fancy. Got our normal snap swivel on there. And as of about a month ago, we're now running a Yozuri fluorocarbon leader at the end of our, I think it's 8 or 10 pound braid that we're running, in the hopes that clear leader will do better than the green braid did last year. Questionable, but possible. Not good so far. Normally we've got bites by now. So far we are not even bit yet. Water is cold, so that's not helping us, but it's not the end of the world. Well, we definitely don't want to go sliding down into hell, so we got to be careful here with this slippery silt. Not the most fun stuff in the world to walk on. Now is the time when we need action. Let's get some action. I know there's fish in here. I don't know where, but I know they're in here. And I know they'll be in here in the summer, even if they're not here right now. This is a spring trip. in late April. We may not be productive, but we're gonna do our best. Definitely not getting warm and fuzzy right now, but it's certainly beautiful. I'm certainly in the right place. We just need to figure out where the money's at, because it's here somewhere. It's here somewhere. But you can't deny how beautiful this is. No denying that. Definitely in a beautiful area. Real question is, how are we going to get in and upriver? Don't know if last year's access spot is going to work. But I reckon we're fixing to find out. Okay, so getting through, easier said than done. As our path has become blockaded. And that's never fun. There we go. Slightly difficult, but not too bad. Oh, look. That's a problem. We got a big tree down right here. This wasn't here last year. We got several trees down that weren't down last year through here. This makes getting to our access spot almost impossible. That's a problem. How are we going to deal with that? Well, I don't know. Let's continue on our way, because we haven't even got in the water yet, and we are already getting hot because we're wearing pants under our waders because the water is cold, and we know that that water's cold. Now, I do believe that we have gotten in down here in the past. And I do believe we will do so again. Carefully. Water's deep. Water's cold. That's why we're not getting any action, because we got cold water. Don't think the water's warm enough yet, and it's a good damn thing we wore pants. Watch out for the holes. Let's work our way up to the sandbar that's currently split open. Not having the greatest luck so far, but that's okay, because it's still beautiful out here. I mean, I'd love to get me some fish, but I'm not unrealistic as to what we are dealing with. Oh, I got a stick fish. Not what we were looking for. You would think we would have at least had a bite by now. Water's swift, but knee high. We are pretty sure-footed with our boots. Not too overly worried at the moment. Just got to be mindful. Oh, that's not what we wanted, because that's out there in swift water. That water's cold, real cold. I think I know why we're not getting no action. It's freaking cold. And if I go down, it's not gonna be good. Because this water's cold and moving swiftly. Few bait fish. Not much. Oh, we're on some slippery shit here. Let's get on out of that. Something a little bit firmer here. So, not so much as a single bite yet. Not encouraging, but that's okay. It's still beautiful out here. We're not going to give up just yet. We are going to switch lures here soon to a special lure. One that rarely disappoints. You never know what you're going to catch. Or not catch. So you get after it. And we're trying to get after it. Best way I know how. That's what we're doing today. It's 70 some degrees. I'm sure the water temperature is low. All right, we tried. We're not getting any action with this, so we're going to switch it up. Sometimes you got to know when to say when. And this is one of those times. We're going to go with this, because that's what I've got rigged. And see if we get any better responses. Certainly hope so. Certainly hope so. Because the whole reason we're out here is to get fish. Fish on. There she is. First fish. There we go. She's a little one, but that's the game right there. That's that Virginia smallmouth, baby. Little, I don't know, 8 to 10 incher. And Nico Helgramite always comes through. Easy, baby. Sharp teeth. Tearing my finger up. Good looking fish though. I bet you she's gonna take off like a rocket ship. Yep. Wasn't even worth recording the release because she's gonna take off like a missile. So they're in here. Just gotta give them what they want, how they want it. That's always the trick. There's another one. Oh, was. Fish on. That's a better one. Hey, we upsized a little bit. Oh, quick release. Okay. So, we know now that they're on this. Wonder if we need a color change or anything like that. But for now, that's 2 in the basket. And the water they're in is swift but deep. That one sure had some teethers on him. He tore up my thumb. Damn, I thought we were on already. Practically were. And I walked very near there. And still hooked up. Let's get way out there. Fish come up after it right there. Hi, butterfly. It's a beautiful day. So we got 2 in deep water, deep moving water with rock. Looks like they're hugging the bottom behind boulders and whatnot. Oh, that was a fish. He didn't set the hook. Fish on. Oh, we're getting a little bigger. Getting a little bigger. Another nice, easy buddy. It's all right. Another nice little 10-incher. Not too bad. Teeth are sharp, which means they're eating bait fish. Oh no. Let's see. Oh, you biting me. And he's gone. Biting me. Bite me now. They are here. Just gotta get it in the right place at the right time. Fish on again. Another little one. Oh, this might be the smallest one. But that's okay. Fish is a fish. Bye, buddy. Get on out of here. So, once again, mud bug, brown, whatever you want to call it, Nico Helgramite, putting in work. I believe this is an 1/18 ounce jig head. Doing what we do, baby, all day. All day long. All night long. All night. So there's little pockets where the juice is. And you just gotta find those pockets where the juice is. Seem to be in swift water, not the slack. They'll be in slack water in the summer. But right now, fish on again. Oh, he's in the current. Oh, he's strong. Oh, this one's strong, baby. Oh, we got a good one, baby. Got a good one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got a good one here. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come to daddy. Yes, sir. We got a pounder. Got a pounder. Upgrade. Oh, hold still, you big girl. Hold still, big girl. Oh, and you snapped my line and took my lure. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Snapped me off, took my lure. Damn. Damn. Well, that is a good reason not to use stupid fluorocarbon leaders, because that fish just wrecked it. Totally wrecked it. That was a good fish. That was like a pound. Now we're gonna have to go back to land, back down there, I guess, where we have space and we can tie on a new swivel, a new Helgramite. We're gonna go with the black and blue this time too. I think we need something with more color. Ain't that something? That fish was too strong and I had the line too tight. That's a mistake. Don't make that mistake. When you're bringing in a fish, don't keep tension on the line. Don't keep tension on the pole. Give it some slack. I'm using it's not an ultralight, but it might as well be. It's a 6-foot Dark Matter FishHawk branded light rod. It's a trout rod for FishHawk, and it works very well. Works just fine for smallmouth too, but doesn't have a lot of backbone. You've got to be conscious of that. I'm also running a 6-pound fluoro leader, trying to do something a little different. Didn't work out this time because I had the line too tight with the pole bent, causing it to snap off when the fish tried to jump, tried to wiggle out of my hands. I should have been more careful. I shouldn't have had that kind of pressure on the line, because as you saw, that don't end well. Now we need a nice spot to post up where we can tie a new everything, really. New everything. Make sure there's no snakies around. I don't see any. That was the first good fish. Now we're gonna stop right here while I tie up a new lure. All right, so after a bunch of fussing, it has come to my attention that I get hooked on everything. It has come to my attention that a Yozuri 6-pound fluorocarbon leader is garbage. Every time I tie it on, I snap the line. So screw that. Fluoro leader's gone. We're back to straight 10-pound braid. We got our swivel back on there. We got a June bug pattern Helgramite on a 1/8 ounce instead of 1/10. I believe it said 1/8 ounce. It's a smaller jig. a little bit lighter, and we're hoping that that will give us what we're looking for. It certainly can't be any worse than what we were doing. It is a little bit lighter weight, I think, than what we had on there. It's also a weaker hook. That part worries me more than anything else. This is a lighter hook, which means more bendable hook. And these are some strong fish. Sometimes they're really strong. So I don't know if that was the best decision, but we're gonna see how it comes out, how it works out. We definitely going with the braid, because the braid don't break and it don't stretch. That fluoro was just crap. I guess I got too weak of a strength. Should have got a higher tensile strength, whatever, because that stuff was just weak. Cost me one fish. Then twice it snapped off while trying to tie up. Well, that's enough strikeouts for me. Is it nicer to have that clear line? You best believe it is. At the cost of losing fish? Not on your life. Speaking of which, we already hooked up again right there. June bug getting it done. Oh look, it's a shark. It's a big old creek chub. Nasty, nasty creek chub. Tearing up. Nasty creek chub. Get on out of here, creek chub. I don't want you. Don't want nothing to do with no creek chub. No sir. No sir. We are not in it for the creek chub. It's fine that you picked it up, but don't make a habit of it, chubby. Chumbawamba. That's basically back over there where we were walking. Because now we're on this side, sitting on the sandbar. And we do need to get a time check. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. See, in the summer, this right here is full of fish. Right now, not so much. All right. I'll switch gears a little bit here. Now, what we've got to do is we've got to make a battery swap. Pause. And we're back after a battery swap. Tuck these spare parts away back in our cargo pants that are ever useful. Velcro flaps. La-ti-da. Make sure that our pants are properly pulled up. Smoking is bad, boys and girls. Don't start. If you started already, then stop. It's nasty. It smells. Girls hate it. And it will eventually kill you. It's probably killing me. But we're working on it. It's a work in progress. Now, let's get back after it, because the clock's ticking on this birthday expedition. See if we can rehook that 1 pounder that's got my Helgermite in its mouth. That would be funny as hell. if we could recatch that fish, but I'm sure that's quite unlikely. I'm sure that fish, if it's still in his mouth, is quite angry and not too hungry. I don't know, June bug might not be the color. I might need to go back to the mud bug. They may not like this June bug. I mean, it's nice and bright. You would think it would be attractive, but you know, they don't have to like that color. I don't know that, I mean, I like it because I'm a human and I like colors. Fish, they like hatching matching. I probably should have stayed with what was working. Oh, we had a bite. I think we had a bite. I think something grabbed a hold of it. I don't want to get hung up now. Getting hung up, not something we're looking to do. All right. Back down we go, because we need to go across and up. What is some faster moving water? I don't know that we can get up this, because this is pretty swift. I don't know that it makes sense to take this kind of risk. Shin deep's not too bad. It's still pretty swift, but beautiful out here. Definitely weighing down my legs, that's for sure. Oh, we're getting into something a little shallower. A little easier on the legs, since we ain't getting no younger. Oh, fish on in the current. Yes, sir. See, they're out there in the current. That's not as big as the 1 pounder we lost, but it's a good one nonetheless. Nonetheless, you like that June bug? Thanks for flicking water all over my glasses. That's almost a 12 incher. Got to be close to it. Big old tail. Let's see if we can see her leave. You watching? You ready? There she goes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, June bug. June bug put in work in the rapids like a trout in that swift water. Swift water, better than muddy water. Let's see here. Moving back into some deeper water here, so we can try and get upstream. Definitely deeper water. Where I want to get to, way up there. I don't think we're going to make it to that. We're going to try. We're probably not going to succeed, but we're going to try. Now we're coming into danger zone, because we can't see the bottom here, and that water is swift. We got to get out of that swift water and into places with a foothold that are flat. Well, that swift water is hard on the legs and these waders for sure. Well, we're still making our way towards those flats. But I think we're about to have a come to Jesus moment, because this water is rough up here. I don't think that's going to end well for me. What we got here is basically a log jam. I'm not seeing a way around that really at all. No sir, sure ain't. Sure ain't seeing a way around that. Nope. We might be at the end of our trip. At least as far as trying to get to those flats again. Ooh, gotta watch them rocks. 115. We're gonna go around this side. See if there's any way that we can go this way. I really don't think we can, but we're gonna take a look. Yeah, this is all too swift in here. Did we just bend out the hook? Wow. We sure did. That does not bode well. So that hook's a little soft. And that's because it's a finesse Z-man bait. So that's depressing. We can't get up there like we were wanting to. I wanted to get up to those flats, and that's not possible. Water's too high, too strong. Yeah, we're not gonna risk drowning today if we can help it. Because it's our birthday. No desire to die. And we're gonna, if we're not careful. Let's tighten it up. Get low. And get through this here swift water. Dummy. And get over here. Whew. Something a little safer. Won't be going through there neither. Goodness gracious. High water and high swift water. Dangerous, boys and girls. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. You need to be mindful and respectful of the power of moving water, because it will take you away real quick. It doesn't care. It doesn't feel. It just flows endlessly, powerfully. Goes where it wants, and the hell with you or what you want. And if you get in its way, boy, You're in for it. You're in for an education if you get in its way, because it is stronger than you every time. Now I need some polarized glasses, but we got what we got, because that's what we got. Now this little shin deep swift water right here, this will take you to town if you don't respect it. A little 1.5, 2 feet of moving water full of power, and you don't want to be on the wrong end of that power, because it will humble you real quick like. Now we're getting into knee deep with the current. I want to see if we can get through to that side. And this is not super advisable, because we're getting to deep water here, and it's moving, and it's not moving slowly, it's moving at a good pace. I want to get across, but not at the cost of my life. Gotta be careful. Sandbars can collapse. They can have holes, quicksand. You got to be careful always. I don't think we're gonna get through here. I don't think it's wise. I don't think it's shallow enough. Yeah. Don't think it's gonna work out. Just not a great plan. Yep. Now, usually there's a few fish over here. Now, even if I got over here, I don't think I can get up there. And I can get up here. Well, that ain't gonna get me nowhere. Everything was great till I snapped off that 1 pounder. Now things are hostile. Things are not going so good now. That's all right. Still having a good time. We've made our way back from way up there. And by way up there, I mean we was way up there. I don't particularly trust this sandbar, as it has demonstrated recently to not be very sound. That's what we're talking about by not very sound. That could have ended really poorly. As it was, it hurt my wrist a little bit. Not one of the finer moments. But I wanted to get over here so I could have a look-see at the water here. And we've done that, and now we know that sand and whatnot is slickery as hell, and that we need to be careful. Now, time to pause. All right, Took a minute to rehydrate. Now we're gonna try to move. We're just gonna go back into this same spot again because I can't get upriver to the flats that I want to fish. So we're just gonna stick here for a little bit because time's running down. So we're gonna work this area over again. See if anything changes. We know there was at least a 1-pounder in here. So there could be more. Soft sand. Fish on. See? Just like that. I knew there was more in here. And now we don't have to worry about snapping our damn line. Well, quick release. I don't mind a quick release. I mean, I'd rather get to hold them, but see, I can go deep. Fish on, right in front of me. Another little 1/2-pounder. Oh, and he choked it. Choked it, buddy. Yeah, you guys are so strong, even though you're little bitty things. Grow up, get real big, okay? You ought to try to get an underwater release. That's going to be hard to do. Fish on again. This one seems a little better. Oh yeah, that's better. I think we caught this one before. You the one that snapped my line? I don't reckon you'd won. That's almost a pounder. Fat. Good looking fish. Yep, bite me. Good looking fish. A few parasites, but not too bad. You want to go, don't you? There you go. I don't know why, but it's like all the fish are right around in here. Right here in this kind of area. Fish on. Ha! Look at that, we done got a red breast. 3 species today. Sunfish, creek chub, smallmouth, and red breast. Look at the orange colors on that guy. Look at that, man. Even got an orange tail. Get it on, little buddy. Right here in this spot. Just picking them off. They're little. That's all right. They're fish. Better than what I got at home, that's for sure. So we'll work our way back up here. There's more fish to be caught in here. Including the one that got away with my brown hellgrammite. Fish on. Picked it up on the drop. Another little baby smallmouth. Just killing them today, but they are all tiny. Boy, fat though. Been eating, boy. Eating. I don't know what you've been eating, but you are fat. Fat stuff. Good old fat stuff. I don't know why they're all over here. They are. They are all around this one area. I mean, I'm sure there's some out in the main river, but, or the other fork, I should say. But I can't get over there. Water's too high and too swift and too cold to risk doing that in waders. I do already almost fell a couple of times, and I'm being careful. I don't know what's over there. It's got them all over there. It's something. Well, I think we're going to call it a day here soon. We've caught around 10 fish. Have to review footage and see for sure, but a couple in the 1 pound range. Oh look, we're getting a text message from the middle of the river. How's it going, guys? Good. All right, boys and girls, I hope you guys enjoyed today's adventure. Thank you for joining me on my birthday, on Earth Day, for our river fishing trip. We caught, I'll have to review the video and count, but I want to guess between 10 and 15 smallmouth. Nothing over a pound, nothing worth scaling, so I didn't weigh any of them. A lot of little ones. River was high, swift, running my waders, so I was being real cautious and not pushing it. But we had a great day. It's a wonderful birthday. Going off to dinner with the family next. Thanks again for joining me, and look out for the next episode coming soon. Hooked on Fishing.